Hello there and welcome to my playthrough of MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. Today we will be finishing up Bring Her Home Part 4, which I talked about in the last episode. Was a mission that I remembered because you get the victor at the end of it and it's very, very long. It's a very good mission though. So let's go and do this. Where are we? Salvage shares. I think we'll go full on as much as we can for salvage today, because I do remember lots of mechs, lots of interesting stuff thrown at you. I'm going to bring Lemuel today. I feel like this is his lance, his mech that we're going up for, because it's a Victor, which was his in game was his dad's mech. We're going to bring the full shebang today. And we'll actually bring Jinto as well.
It's not called surrounded.
Solvex here. What's the situation?
Now, if I remember rightly on this mission, again, it is very, very long, but you really need to bring stuff with range, because you are going up against lots of very tough opponents and mechs, etc. So, like from afar, visibility won't be great, but again, pretty sure I remember this one quite well, because it's quite for me it was a bit of an iconic mission, because I remember really enjoying doing it. So what we'll do is we'll bring Azafoth in. We'll give him to Jinto. I do like him in there because it protects him a little bit, because it's just such a massive mech with just such incredible armour, 608 armour. You can see it's only second to Ozymandias, the Atlas, who's 624. We'll bring him today as well. I'm then going to bring the King Crab. So this is the new King Crab. Again, it's another one. I didn't like the paint job on the hero mech, so I reverted it back to the one that we had previously. I changed it up a little bit though. He's got like this weird, spooky purple face. The face before was white, but I think I prefer it like that. So yeah. And then I can't bring another 100-tonner because I really don't want to bring Cthulhu, because he's too slow, and this is a very long mission. So I'm actually going to bring the Night Star. Yeah, so 395 tonnage. That is a very, very crunchy lance. I'm the unknown quantity here, though. I have no idea what this King Crab is going to be like.
Commander, incoming message from Samantha.
The decryption process is taking longer than I had anticipated. But without a doubt, the data originated here. I'll see if I can make any more headway in deciphering this. Maybe it can tell us something useful. In the meantime, I want you to take these bastards down. It's time they learn no one messes with House Cole.
You heard the lady. Targeted location has been marked.
What does that say? Something my commander? Oh, something crab. Something? I can't make that out. That's annoying. I like reading the stuff that's on the Mac. Right, yeah, what I remember about this mission is then, so you can see when we get to the top of here, you can actually just go straight on to go to the end point of the mission, but it's like, don't do that, don't do that. Very, very dangerous. I distinctly remember that. So you basically have to go all the way around, and that's what makes it a very long mission. I've got no idea what happens if you ignore that.
Damn it,
You
man, I
probably
got
get
off
blown to
Northwind to get
pieces.
away from the cool.
So let me check my weapons here. Yeah, good. I've got all the UA5s firing together on one single grouping, which is interesting. So it'll tell us now. Look, you see, it gives you the waypoint up there, but it's like, no, don't go that way. So I say one thing that I really like about this lance as well everyone's the same speed. Which, if you do any tabletop, you always get told that's the best tactic to do, and it's true.
It's colder than a shoulder there, Commander.
Colder than a shoulder.
Stop moving now!
There you go. This I
I've just seen
remember.
schematics of the base. It's heavily fortified, and you are within a hair of triggering its perimeter defenses. A full frontal assault would trigger alarms and put the base on high alert, leading to increased resistance.
What do you suggest, Rihanna?
Samantha's briefing mentioned a path along the edge of the base. It's a longer detour, but we can potentially catch them by surprise if we take it. I strongly suggest the path of least resistance here, Commander, though the choice is yours.
Yep, I never argue with Rihanna. She is the CEO, so you're foolish to argue against her. She's got more facts than I do. All I've got is guns. That's it. So, yeah, I'm really interested to see how this king crab works. I've had it before, or I must have done, which kind of makes me feel like I don't like it, because it's like I really remember the Victor that we're going after here, but I don't really remember the king crab with 4 AC5s. UAC5, sorry. So, we'll soon find out. You do have other options though. You can actually put in like 2 of the rifle weapons and 2 LB-10Xs, something like that. But I feel like, oh, here we are.
New target, locust.
This should be quite crunchy.
All units, hostile Mexican bound. Clear them out.
Especially if you just keep your finger down, because it can't jump then. No heat.
Hold the squad.
Target
Taking heavy
destroyed.
damage.
I think this might be pretty good. Especially against like mechs like that, I mean, it's just going to cut them apart. Ammo's the thing though, so that's something else to be aware of. I think on one of the previous episodes I did the loadout of the map, and I think we put on like 7 tons of ammo, something crazy.
Well, sir, you're sure shit around Tuesday. Stay away from my target, she's starting to glow.
Okay, call that a successful test. Again, ammo is going to get chewed through here though. And that's the problem, you see, with mechs like this. Once you've lost the ammo, it's got no ability to do a punch or anything, so you're basically done once the ammo's gone. Well, you've got the SRM4s, obviously, but they've not got crazy levels of ammo either. I've only got, I think, 1.5 tons in there. Well, I have actually got crazy levels of UAC5 ammo, and I think what I'd be more interested in doing now that I've seen it is, because there's no heat problem, drop out another couple of double heat sinks and put more ammo in. Just more ammo, maybe 10 tons of ammo could be worth doing. The UAC5 obviously is very good range, and because it's all in the arms, you are able to shoot at things like VTOLs with it, which is super important. So I actually much
I
prefer
picked up a
this
signal
variant for
resembling
that
the trace
reason
on you.
alone.
Destroy that structure on the cliffside before anyone decides to pay you a visit.
Target destroyed.
I just like this king crab as well. I like that it's got like symmetry to its mech. And for tanks, I don't know why, I always seem to prefer that, especially if you're doing that like SRM attack on both torsos like this guy does. Just feels right. I think the stock variant of this mech has, what did it have, 2 LRM 10s or LRM 15s?
Okay,
Didn't like
lads,
that
let's
at
take
all.
it down.
This is a tank mech, you really know. It's a tank stroke skirmisher stroke second line tank mech. I shouldn't really call them second line. That will confuse people with the plans. What I basically mean is that like a secondary tank.
Target
The
acquired.
clans obviously use that as a thing. Second line units.
Target
But
destroyed.
that's not what I mean. I just mean in the composition of the lance. Like in the lance that we've got here, the Atlas is obviously the main tank. I'm the second line to the Atlas, and then behind us, then we've got the Night Star, basically operating as a skirmisher, and then the Marauder 2 operating as like a ranged hunter, with the all the ERL lasers, EP and ERPPCs. Actually, I mean the Night Star can do that as well, so they both kind of complement each other. But yeah, it's just important. It's me and Ozymandias doing all the heavy lifting. It's just that Ozymandias is just a lot stronger than I am. I've just got the distance on him though. Like those UAC 5s are brilliant at hunting down VTOLs. So yeah. Anyway, let's see what we've got here. We're about, I think, about a third way through. Doing all right thus far. Honestly, cannot wait to get that victory. I absolutely love it. I played it so much in one of the previous playthroughs. Good shot. Actually, ammo's not too bad. I mean, obviously, I've not shot it too far, but it's because the UAC 5 is not ridiculous like the AC2, so it does shoot at a sensible level. The AC2 just like it's like a giant machine gun effect, so really quite it tears through your ammo. You can put like 15 tons of ammo with like 4 to 6 AC2s, and it would still chew through it very, very easily. But this feels, especially if you just trigger down. So I have not got the UAC. Technically speaking, you might want to think about putting 2 UAC 5s on one trigger and 2 UAC 5s on another. But I feel like that'll have me lifting the trigger up, and I don't want to do that. I just want to hold it down because then there's no jamming problem. You can, if you want, you can risk doing that like extra shot, and that is powerful, I suppose, in this particular mech, because they'll basically do 10 UAC 5 shots for the price of 8 for the price of 4. But you then have a chance of basically jamming the guns, which isn't good.
Lost the component to enemy fire. Enemy mech killed.
So I think that rate of fire there is actually really quite nice. Nice.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Yeah, I think I like this mech. I don't know if you remember, I actually had my revelation about the UAC 5 live when I was recording this place. Recording a previous episode. Because I didn't realise that it couldn't jam if you held the trigger down. And that really changed how I used it, which was super useful. So, very glad that happened. It came by me talking and basically saying how the jam worked, and then I held the trigger down and was like, it's not jamming. It must be, I don't know, it's probably about 20-30 episodes ago now. But then it hit me like a thunderbolt. I was like, oh, that's how this gun works. Previously, I was like just smashing it and just jamming it all the time. So, which is super useful because I've got it on like mechs like Callisto, which I use all the time. So it's one of those, I will use it. Like,
VTOL patrol coming to check you
double
out,
tap's the wrong
Commander.
word for it. I'll try to.
Oh, you're gonna have to hold that more so down the cockpit.
I will try to do that if. I would do it if it was like really necessary. If it was like you're going to die anyway or whatever, like, well, you might as well get the most out of it while you're shooting.
Target acquired.
Military grade firearms. My babe.
Like a lightning expanding.
New target
Oh,
shattered.
That's where the fun begins.
Target destroyed.
Target eliminated.
Oh, that's an ECM
My target's been erased.
thing, right? That's why we've got distortion.
Target acquired.
Wow, it's taking a hit this thing.
Target destroyed.
Right, we are maybe 2/3 through now. Not taken that much damage at all. I've got pretty gnarly head damage, but I think we'll be alright. The Night Star. This happened a few times, you know. Just gets completely ignored, which I genuinely find amazing because it's got double Gauss rifle. I would have thought that as soon as that hits something, like the enemy's eye will be like, he's got to go.
It's colder than the shoulder there,
Maybe
Command.
they try to, but then the rest of the lance is too strong. I don't know, but yeah, it's very odd. Like if you bring a Highlander and you've got that one
New
Gauss
target
rifle,
Phoenix
they
Hawk.
tend to really focus in on it. The game does not like Gauss rifles. It will do a lot to try and
Target acquired.
take them off you. In my experience, anyway. Move on that in a minute, mate.
Target destroyed.
Destroyed.
Yeah, I'm going to record this anyway, then we'll fix the Victor, and then I'm going to call it a night, because I am at the moment, I'm not,
Stay away from my target. She's starting to glow.
what do you call it, jet lag, because I've only been in Europe, but I have partied hard over the last couple of weeks. I've just travelled all over, and I've been in like just partying. Yeah, not much more
The
to
last
say.
structure
Far
is
too
dead
old for
ahead.
such stuff.
You'll be in the thick of its
But-
trace. Destroy it quickly.
Not that the you know, the jet lag is not a thing when you're travelling around Europe, but it's the messing around with my schedule. You know, like sometimes going to bed at like 4 or 5 a.m. in
Another
the
squad of
morning.
VTOLs moving towards you, Commander.
And then like, you know, getting up at 10. And I'm very lucky because I've never had a hangover in my life. Don't ask me why. I'm not a massive drinker, but like I've drunk quite a bit over the last couple of weeks because
Another casualty.
I've been on holiday and I've been out celebrating things like my friend's 10th wedding anniversary, for instance, which was one of them. So that's why I've been
Target acquired.
you know, going around.
Impressed by my big
So I'm not some kind of stick in the mud. I'm obviously not going to
kill
not
count,
celebrate. I will drink and stuff like that, but it just like ruins my body clock. So like when I got back, I must have slept like about 20 hours, which is like, honestly, I can't tell you how unusual that is for me. Usually I sleep like 4 or 5 hours a night very well, but I don't need any more. But yeah, my God, I was so tired. So yeah, now I'm just, for the last, I've been back a couple of days, but I'm just feeling it. Right, yeah, getting old. What can I say? So this is what I remember about this mission. When you go up here, there is like a real onslaught. So I think what we'll do is we're just going to leave our lads. Select all, move them.
Wall of steel formation.
Correct,
Wait,
Captain Caspian. What I'll do is I will egg them on because we've still got pretty good armour levels. So when they see
guarding
us,
this area, Commander.
we'll then force them back, and we'll force them to come down here while we shoot
I'm
at
here.
them,
Wake me
as
when you
opposed
need
to
me,
them attacking us from that lip, which I think could get quite hairy. So I think if we trigger this and then we spin round really quickly, not the mech to do it in really. we
Another
need a
message from
faster
Samantha,
mech.
Commander. You're going to want to hear this.
Commander, I just finished decoding the data. I know who's responsible for the attack on my father. I don't believe it, but it's my own family. Estranged cousins. They fled the Federated Suns long ago after a failed attempt to usurp my grandfather. They appear to have taken refuge in the Draconis Combine, supplying House Kurita with classified information about my family in exchange for clemency. The pilot of the Victor that attacked my home, it's my cousin, Henrik. He
Henry,
aims to
traitor.
kill my father and take the throne for himself with the backing of the Draconis Combine. You have to stop them.
Commander, a puppet of the Draconis Combine ruling over House Cole would destabilize the entire region. We have to put a stop to these usurpers now.
Whoever you are, you have no business robbing me of my birthright. By aligning yourself with the fools of House Cole, you have only sealed your fate. You will be the first to die in my ascension to the throne. My rule begins today. I will take back what's mine.
God,
They weren't so invincible.
yeah, that Marauder just came and like L-lasered us to the head.
Target destroyed.
Let the Duke and the girl die.
Let me just pause it for a second. Let's finish that thought. I also noticed that when you go up that ramp, you get that ECM interference, which we talked about when we were at the other side of the fence. We could have just gone and finished the mission, but that would have been silly because then you're right in the middle of all that interference. So you really need to make sure you attack them down at this area. So we've taken 2 of them out, the Shadow unit. There are 2 left to get. Shouldn't be too hard, but again, I just need to be a bit careful. I'm sure as well. Did we just kill that Marauder too?
Let's
I have
take that tank apart.
no idea how we took that out so quickly. It was a Marauder too, so somebody must have
To be
headshot that.
stopped by the likes of you.
Target destroyed.
Kill 10 demolishers as well. That's our objective.
Incoming missile.
Our heads about to explode now. I have to be
Why, see
so
me do
careful
it again.
here. Really kind of focusing in on that. Right, what I'm going to do is we're going to get our lance to do the work here. Select all, move to.
We're heading to that nav point.
Because they're pretty unscathed, and I'm about to get my head capped.
Stop me from seizing my destiny.
So I'm actually not going to fire until everyone's.
I think I got a bit of time to make some
Go on, big lad.
popcorn.
Up you go.
Aye, at the spot, sir. Hunkering down.
Put them about there,
Team, we're moving out.
and then I can cover on this wall.
All the
Maybe
New
last
target
my
victory.
family shall take its
He's got the
rightful place
ECM.
on the throne.
Didn't realise I'd forgotten that it had the ECM.
Some
Now,
real
if we
competition.
just shoot back here, it's going to be very difficult for him to headshot.
Target destroyed.
What's that about? How did we get him from there?
Nav point reach. Guarding position.
Okay, there's only 1 mech left. Let's move them.
You hear
Move
that,
them
lads?
right at the top.
Let's
I
get a
think
move
the
on.
ECM interference should have gone now because the Victor has been offed. Completely forgot it had an ECM in it. I just remember the double ballistic on the arm. And then anything that comes out will attack them
Request at
first,
location reach. Hold it
which
fast.
is good, not me.
So, what do I do now?
Aye, at the spot, sir. Hunkering down.
Let's land, select all, move to.
Priority grid location received and shared.
If they're all acting in unison like that, this should be absolutely fine.
So, what do I do now?
Come on, where's this?
Aye,
fire?
at the spot, sir. Hunkering down.
There it
New
is.
target Orion.
What's he doing back there? We should make very short work of this. Just do a bit of flanking here again. I just absolutely fine.
Just let us handle
I
it.
just can't believe how easily we destroyed that lance. We were just like head capping from all different angles or what?
Radiant squad taking heavy damage.
Target destroyed.
The facility has gone cold, Commander. No other hostiles detected. And one more thing. Incoming transmission from Samantha.
Hey, that was really amazing what you did for my family. This plot against us has been in the work for generations. And now it's finally over. Thank you. Thank you for Look at me getting all sentimental. Well, a deal is a deal. I'll head back to my father, and I'll make sure you get a little something extra for your efforts. Nice work, Merc.
I like her. She should join us. Join our merry band. She had some. She had something about her. Snazzy. Right. That was way easier than I thought it was going to be. I just remember that mission being very, very hairy. Although we are rocking an insanely powerful. This is by far the most powerful force that I've had in this game. These two companies are incredible. So we can get the. Oh look, we head capped the Marauder 2, which we've got one, but with 10 points off getting it. Don't think there's any really good mechs there. We've got the Guardian ECM. That's the one that we lost as well on the Raven. So I'm delighted that we got that. Any good Rondo stuff? Got double heat sink. Really need them anymore. That Guardian ECM is very, very nice. And then we can bring. I'll just bring whatever. You and you. Oh, actually, I take that back. Let's go and get all those Class 1 jump jets, which we only have 5 of, and they're quite expensive. Yeah, that's a much better option. Nice. Oof. Out for 90 days, which is not surprising because we did get absolutely head capped then. Yeah, that's fine. And there it is, the BSK. Oh, it's so good. And it does indeed, it has a working Guardian ECM on there, which is lovely. Thank you, Commander. Your aid has been critical. We've taken a copy of Heinrich's mech data core and we'll be giving it over to the Fed Ministry of Information, Intelligence and Operations. For any luck, Director Quintus Allard, yep, we know him, will be able to extract more info from it that might help prevent a future attack. House Coal cannot keep it as it's evidence of our radiant at combined space. That's the presumably, yeah, that's the mech that we're talking about here. Such a unique mech would be impossible to hide. Indeed, it is a very, very good mech, and we got that as well. Tier 4, SRM4, very nice. Or S tier. Right, let's just have a look at this Victor, and something's going to have to go into storage as well. I think we're going to put the Warhammer away. Not really using very much. He's 65 tons. That's why I keep him on the books. Sorry, no. I'll start that sentence again. Yeah, no, it's not him I'm thinking of. It was the T-Bot. I had the 65 tonner. I've only got the Dark Mina, the 65 tonner on the books. The Warhammer is obviously 70 tons, but I've got the Archers who are also 70 tons and the Grasshoppers. So we'll put him into storage. That's fine. And what we're going to do is, before we wrap up and I go to bed, let me just fly us out to somewhere where we can do repairs. The next mission we're going to do is actually, what's it called now? Just go to objective logs. Get in there now, you see. Lots of missions left, but they're all doable and they're all pretty close to us. Not all of them, but most of them are quite close to us actually. Where is it? The Conspirators, that's the one I want to do. Track view system. Kamal, so we're still somewhere away from that, but if we fly back to Makab, so I'm still going to be looking around for that Hero Hunchy. Really want him. I think the game does, like, you know, be kind to you on on the hero searching, because it tends to, like, you don't, like, I've not seen Callisto, the Wolverine hero mech, since I bought it. So, and you'd think you'd eventually come across the same ones, and you don't tend to. 1B, what are you? Okay, it's just a regular wolfhound, I think. So, this Victor then, let's have a look at him. So that's what we're after, is the dual medium ballistics slot, which is incredibly powerful. And you know I love a jump capable mech as well. So that is very good. We will use that Guardian ECM because it's only 1.5 tons. It's very, very useful to have. This is just so much better than a regular Victor. We do need to give him more armour though. It's weird how they do the armour in this. They put way too much on the back. And then they do things like underarm the arms where you've got these main guns, which is a terrible decision. I mean, if I could put 100 points of armour on the arm, I would, believe me. But we can't, so a bit more on the leg. We need him quite well armoured because he will be the mech that I'll be using. And I don't like to leave myself exposed on that front, so actually that's fine. Yep, 53, perfect. Now, you can do things like this. So that's a solid shock LB10X double. I think we'll do that. We'll start with the tier 1s. Might navigate up, gravitate up to the tier 3s when we've got these fixed, but for now that's fine. We don't have much tonnage to play with though. So it'll definitely be regular M lasers on the arms. And then I think you'd be best doing that. Oh, that was not going to work, so we're not going to have the ammo to do that. Let's bring off the assault knuckles then. They're probably too heavy anyway, so we'll ignore that. Should be fine though, I think. So we're going to need 3 tons of LB10X ammo for sure. But I think 1 ton of Streak SRM ammo will basically suffice. Because it's... I mean, the other option is that you go the... What's that? 1.5 tons. SRM2 weighs 1 ton. I like that though. The thing is, I mean, when you're shooting it, it shoots 6 missiles at a time, right? So it's like putting an SRM6 on with 1 ton of ammo, which you usually do. So it should be alright. As well, I find that you don't shoot with the the Streak SRMs as much because they're harder to target. So it's really the LB10X that you wanted to shoot a lot. But it's just really powerful, like doing that as a joint shot in an arm as well, so you've got that full like field of fire, and you jump capable, and it's a quick mech as well. It's an 80 tonner that does 74 kph. Should be really heat manageable as that as well. Just with 2 double heat sinks should be fine. It's slightly down on what it recommends. It does recommend, so the stock comes with 1.6, but I like that. We'll do it 97 days, so we've got a while to wait, and I can always go back in and change it as needed. Another thing that I wanted to do as well was on this king crab while we are here. Look at that, his head got nearly absolutely wrecked in that. I can actually take off, it's just really heat efficient, so I think we'll take off 2 of those and put in some more UAC ammo like so. Oh, actually, while I'm doing that, there we go. And repair all, obviously. it just doesn't need the USC 5 causes barely any heat. I really liked that mech though. I thought it was really, really good. You can tell it's good because they were really targeting me. So I must have been one of the big. No, I'm not the main damage dealer, but just the way the USC fires altogether and hits concentrated like that, it will have absolutely got their attention. So that's it. I'm going to leave it there, and now I'm going to go to bed at last, and we'll be doing this conspiracy, whatever it's called, the conspirators, in the next mission. So yeah, that should be fun. Not long to go now. We are in April 3046, so it's not going to be long. I'll probably do these last few. I think there's only like, what is it? I think there's only 2 left. There's 3 left. Hazing of the week, the conspirators, and X marks the spot, which is it's on Somerset. So we won't be doing that one. It's going to take us ages to get there. And what I will do is I will go and save it, and I'll save like a just in case one, in case I have to go back to it. That'll be useful because there's no way the DLC is going to be earlier than what are we in 3046. You know, we're basically like 3 years before the clan invasion here. Anyway, I will thank you very much for watching, and I'll hopefully catch you again next time.